Good morning, it's Mrs. Brittingham. I wanted to talk about a couple of things that are going to be a little bit different at preschool this year. So we talked a little bit about the fact that we're going to be wearing a mask. The mask is going to cover my mouth and my nose, but not my eyes. So if you want to practice putting your mask on, go get your mask. And then you're going to take it. It's going to probably have 2 strings on it, or maybe you'll have one that just goes over your head that you just push up. If you have strings, you're going to take it and put it on one ear, then the other, and then I'm going to put it up over my nose and probably fix my hair a little bit because it messed up my hair. And once my nose and my mouth are covered, then I'm going to put my hands in my lap and not touch my mask. So there's a couple times at preschool where we probably aren't going to want to wear our mask. For one thing, we're not going to want to wear a mask or eating snack because I just don't think that would work. But the other time is when we go outside on the playground or when we go downstairs to the bike room. It's really not a good idea to have our mask on when we're walking down the stairs because we want to make sure that we can see. So those 2 times at preschool, we're going to take our mask off. When you come to class, you will see on your chair, on the back, is a little white clip to hang your mask on when we're not using it. Because the mask is keeping the germs from going in the room. We don't want the mask just sitting on the floor. We want it to be somewhere safe. So we're going to practice taking our mask off. We're going to take it off one ear and then the other. And then we're going to fold it in half, keep all those germs inside, and then we're going to hang it by the string. And we're going to practice this lots of times in preschool. Then, when we're done with our snack, or when we come back from the playground, we're going to put our mask back on just the same way as we did at home before we got here. We're going to put it over our ear, make sure we cover our nose and our mouth. Okay, so I'm going to take my mask off so you can hear me better, okay? So another way we keep safe from the germs is to keep our hands clean. These are my hands. I have 2. You probably have 2. These are my fingers. I have 10. Hopefully you have 10. The parts of my hands are going to be, this is going to be the top. This is the bottom, which is sometimes called the palm of your hand. And I'm going to read you a story later about the palm of your hand. And then these are my fingers. So when we arrive at preschool, we're going to have our mask on. And just to get all the germs off from when we put our mask on, we're going to wash our hands. We're going to go to the sink. And we're going to use soap and water. Now, soap and water actually wash those germs away. They go down the drain. They're gone. So you're going to have a little bit of soap, which will be by the sink. But we can't just touch them a little bit and get rid of the germs. We gotta scrub them for a little bit for all those germs to get washed off. So we're gonna have a little timer. Can you see that? There's sand. The amount of time we're gonna wash our hands is from the time that sand on the top gets to the bottom. You see it moving? That's gonna be 30 seconds. It's supposed to be 20 seconds, but Mrs. Brittingham cannot find a 20-second timer. So we're going to do it for 30 seconds because then they'll be extra clean. While that sand is going, you're going to wash the top of your hands, bottom of your hands, and in between your fingers. In between is here. You're going to be in between all the way at the top of your fingers. So there's a couple of ways that you can make that time go by. And we're going to start, so my sand is on the top again. The way I like to make sure that I'm doing it long enough when I turn that sand over, I like to say this little poem. Top, bottom, and in between, because those germs are really mean. Top, bottom, and in between, because those germs are really mean. Top, bottom, and in between, because those germs are really mean. Top, bottom, and in between, because those germs are really mean. And my time is up. That helps me to remember all the places I have to remember to wash because I don't want germs on any part of my hand. Now, when we come back from the playground, after we put our masks on, we touched our masks, so we're probably going to want to make our hands clean again. This time we're going to use hand sanitizer. Now, hand sanitizer is a little bit different than soap and water. Soap and water washes those germs down the drain. This one kind of squishes them like a bug. So we're going to put a little tiny bit on our hand. And then we're going to do the same song, top, bottom, and in between, because those germs are really mean. And we're just going to rub them till it's all in there. And then when it's time for snack, first we're going to take our mask off, put it in our spot. And now that we touched our masks, we need to clean our hands. And again, we're going to clean them with soap and water. And we're going to do our top, bottom, in between song for 30 seconds. So, I would like you to practice putting your mask on. Make sure my nose is covered. Make sure my mouth is covered. But not my eyes. I need to see your eyes. And then you can practice taking it off. Fold it. And just put it on your lap. When you come to preschool, we'll practice hanging it up. And you can also practice washing your hands. If you want to practice and you don't have a sand timer like I do, you can just sing the happy birthday song 2 times. Everybody knows the birthday song. And I don't really think you need to practice with hand sanitizer. We'll do that at school. That's a pretty easy one. So, I can't wait to see you. I want you to stay safe. So remember, wash your hands, have your mask, and most importantly, have lots of fun. Have a good day. Bye-bye.